Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is May 31st, 2026, and the top crypto news is as follows. We will begin today's, and we will go to the CEO of Coinbase, who is full of shit according to Mr. Dimon. Yes, very nice. We're starting our morning. The banking sector executive stated that he is not satisfied with the current version of the Clarity Law because it has this loophole that allows the crypto community to exploit stablecoins, something we have analyzed in Crypto News. He says that banks will not accept it this way, and Dimon also swore that the banking industry will fight him. If we lose, we lose. He will accept battle, as he said. No one is going to bow down to this type or to that company without saying it's Coinbase. Before all this, a Fox Business journalist asked him specifically if he was referring to Coinbase. He said he's the only one spending hundreds of millions of dollars in Washington for this thing and is full of shit. I will also have the moment when he said all this down in the description for you to see the official statement from the original source. Continuing with America, we will go to the SEC, and to start, let me tell you that you already see in the crypto market there are many projects that promise that with AI agents, they will automatically trade and bring you money from nowhere. This is valid, and I believe that in the future trading will be done through bots, and to a very large extent, it's already happening, to be honest. Nevertheless, most of those that will come out in the crypto market are scams, and we will go to a scam. Specifically, we will go to the Securities and Exchange Commission, which filed charges against a man from Texas for operating a cryptocurrency fraud scheme that raised $12.3 million from 150 investors, falsely claiming that he used AI trading bots to create guaranteed returns. He promised investors returns of 40 to 50% within 30 to 45 days, with some being told they could have guaranteed profits when they passed 100% in 21 days. And the big trap, as you have already understood, is guaranteed profits, which doesn't exist anywhere when you invest, and very large returns that cannot stand. These are two very basic red flags for you to watch out for. Continuing with our coins, we will go to Hyperliquid, which has made 6.8% on the external chart, with the price being very close to touching $70. And for another day, some are saying good things about it. And we will go right now to Grayscale, which released a report now that is very close to releasing its own ETF for Hyperliquid. And this report characterized Hyperliquid as a rapidly developing blockchain-based platform that has generated $800 million in revenue in 2025, while simultaneously capturing significant market share in crypto with the perpetual protocols it has. Specifically saying, Hyperliquid is not directly comparable to any other project either in cryptocurrencies or in traditional finance, Grayscale wrote, while continuing to say that if it continues to work correctly, it believes that Hyperliquid could become a giant in the financial sector. So more good words for Hyperliquid during this period. Let's now go to Cardano, and specifically to the founder of Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, who I can say the community doesn't give a damn about anymore. Let's talk about what happened in the last few days. In recent days, there is this vote within the Cardano ecosystem called Cardano Summit 2026 Singapore. This vote wanted to draw 7,800,000 ADA from the Cardano treasury in order to fund the campaign for Summit 2026 in Singapore, obviously. This vote was ending on the 29th of the month, and shortly before it ended, and it appeared it would not pass, Charles released a message on X supporting the unity that he and the foundation should have, and essentially pushed people to vote positively both on the Singapore vote and on a vote for the summit at Token 2049, tagging a tweet from the CEO of the Cardano Foundation, who also advertised this proposal and pushed people to vote positively. The vote ended, and as you can see, they needed 67% to pass, but the vote was only 65%. So if I haven't understood something correctly, this vote did not pass. And the negative news for Cardano is that it will not have, with current data, a presence at Summit 2026 Singapore. And this is bad advertising, as you understand. The positive thing I can find is that Cardano shows it is decentralized. Why do I say this? I say this because there are many coins that are decentralized in their technical characteristics, but from all of these, the founders still have very large power within the protocol, either by influencing the community or having actual power with coins. For example, here we see that Cardano has fired Charles by now and doesn't give much importance to his appeals to pass votes that he considers important. And the only thing we now expect is whether there will be another proposal for Singapore, or Cardano will have no presence there at all. Let's now say that this is probably added to what we said in crypto news about 8 days ago, that the community has gotten a bit tired of Cardano spending money without knowing where this money goes or if it goes for a proper purpose. And what do I mean by proper purpose? In this case, I mean that if we look at the financials of the Cardano Foundation based on the file being correct, if we look at the financial summary, we will see that on December 31st, 2025, the foundation had $287 million. 1% of this is in ADA, 25% in Bitcoin, and 22% in cash. The question is, why would they sit and spend additional money from the Cardano treasury to organize the summit in Singapore from the moment the foundation has money? If it didn't have any, it would be logical. And to close today's episode positively, we will go to a lucky trader who won the lottery. A lucky trader bought a meme coin on Solana themed on the World Cup worth $341 in mid-May, when its market cap was less than $40,000. Since then, the coin shot up about 30,000%, with one trader noting 14,000% profits after selling the coin, which brought him $49,000 in profits. So as you understand, he probably invested there and forgot about it and saw it when the coin had already risen. So as I said, this trader won the lottery. And it's time to go to our beloved crypto market. Bitcoin stands at $47,000, with news from Asia being that Iran has rejected America's request to hand over the reserves of enriched uranium it has. And Trump is heard to have sent the agreement with Iran back to the negotiating table because he wants to be sure about certain things. So the conversation is big. Something that was expected. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is May 31st, 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.